Good morning, strangers. Today we're playing Kona. It's a game about the Canadian North, ice cold and full of wolves, and also the Cree people who have apparently, potentially, summoned a Wendigo to kill Mr. Hamilton, who was encroaching a mine upon Cree lands and was willing to kill them. We know that he is dead. We know that there's a lot of dead people here. And hopefully, we're going to go through this and discover the truth of the matter. As a Korean War vet, private investigator who doesn't give up when we get hit by a car, who doesn't give up really at any time. So, our current goal was to get some booze, get some sherry to make some booze to trade for some warm clothes. I'm glad, Griffin. I'm glad that I'm here to entertain you when you're dog sitting. I hope your dogs also enjoy watching me. But we are going to play some Kona. I presume it's pronounced You know, I've been calling it Kona. I don't actually know if this is how the thing is pronounced, but I'm just guessing. So let's get stuck in. Now, if I was some booze, I would probably be at the general store thinking about it. Oh, excellent. I can only hope to provide you unending entertainment. Okay, here we are. We're in Lamoth's garage. Now, Lamoth was a bit of a weirdo. That's the best way that I could describe that. Not necessarily a bad sort, but he was making a spaceship in his garage, you know? And I'm not against that. Like, if that's your hobby, like, I respect that. Alright, I gotta remember the controls. Right, we have a F to flashlight. We can...
Carl,
alright, E to inspect.
This was a map of the area. Were those pins pointing to places of interest?
Probably. I think we've already marked those down on our map. So, our goal here is... That's very janky.
Nice catio. They say it's supposed to soothe the soul. But with this powerful gale that seemingly never sleeps, it was far more likely to get on anyone's nerves.
We do have a quality narrator who is willing to narrate at all times, and that looks like a snowmobile. I don't know if you...
Following the plan,
we need a bench.
Carl was led to believe that the snowmobile's parts had to be scattered about in the vicinity.
Okay, we're going to build ourselves a snowmobile, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why. We have a perfectly good car. We have stolen some gas, though. So hopefully that is of some use. When under stress, Carl is less accurate and runs shorter distances because that is when our sanity goes to pot. Is it in the toilet? It's not in the toilet. Why would it be in the toilet? It's a good question. Jeez, I'm already paranoid. I'm starting to see stuff out the corner of my eye in this game. Oh, we found another headlight. I think that's 2 we have now. You say stolen, momentarily moved. It's fine. I mean, look, your lad here, right? Your lad here, he's not using it. He's done, right? He's done. Too many orange juice bottles. I mean, I would hardly say too many orange juice bottles. I feel like orange juice is a completely reasonable thing to have around. After all, orange juice is very useful for preventing scurvy, which, if you're potentially going to be stuck inside for long winter months, could be very advantageous.
Carl hadn't find a reputation. He still hadn't found any of the wealth contained in Lamotte's lands.
Okay, so this is another thing I love about this game. It lets you know what you're missing. Like, if you're looking through something and you haven't got like a key item, it'll be like, oh, you're missing something. And then you just like, oh, well, I better find some stuff. We've got some empty beer bottles. We've got some wood. We don't need any wood right now. We're currently looking for a bench for a...
What good was a motorless car? The mechanic sure had an odd way to go about repairing things.
Yeah, we're currently looking for a... Oh, we found another ski. Okay, so we've got 2 skis and some headlights. But we need... Oh, well, okay. Painkillers from the fridge.
Was sorted by color, from the whitest to the greenest, or in other words,
what the
from
fuck?
The freshest to the sourest.
How? That's disgusting. How can you? That's really disgusting. Like, how do you just accept that? How do you just go, yeah, that's fine. We'll just put... Why would you sort it so you have green milk? Why wouldn't you throw the green milk out? If the milk is green, it's done. Like, it's done. You're good. You don't need that milk anymore. You can discard that. You don't... Like, milk is not meant to be green unless you're dealing with significant amounts of... Like... not corruption. We need handlebars as well. We need a track. We need a track. We need handlebars, and we need a bench. But yeah, don't like. I understand that some people like. Oh, there's a track. So this guy, you remember Frozen guy in the garage, right? Like Mr. Extra Frozen. Well, Mr. Extra Frozen, right? As much as we love him. You know, very, very decent human being.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
I'm kind of dying of frost, but yeah, Mr. Popsicle. Right, Mr. Popsicle here. He was in here building himself a spaceship. We can repair the spaceship as well. Homemade flying saucer never ceases to amaze me.
It was an indisputable fact that machines like this entailed a level of intellectual finesse that Carl was lacking.
Wow, we ruined it. Good. We literally destroyed this guy's last work. We destroyed this guy's last work. Anyway, look, the guy was a bit crazy and he was making a spaceship. Now, it turns out he wasn't very good at making the spaceship, and, I mean, that's not really awful. Ooh, handlebar. We found the handlebars. Unused steel trap. Not to be touched. Excellent. Rah! Welcome in, Cortez. Hope you're doing... You don't have to beat me? You don't have to beat me. We have more green milk. Why is there so much green milk? Cortez, why is this place got so much green milk? That's a second storage container just full of green milk. We're gonna warm ourselves up in here. Get nice and toasty. Okay, so we found the track and we found the handlebars, which means all we need now is a bench, and then we've got the snowmobile good and ready. And that seems like it's a good shout. I feel like having a snowmobile in this environment might be really useful. Am I? I'm constantly dropping frames. Not ideal. 1 second. Let's monitor my own stream and see how that goes. Okay, so I'm watching my own stream. I've got 3.5 second delay, and strange. I shouldn't have a 3.5 second delay. However, everything else looks fine. So if I'm still dropping frames, I'm gonna have to say it's probably on your end. Because like my output is 0 drop frames, and my output to my stream itself is also 0 drop frames. So it's probably on your end, but I can't say for certain. I mean, I should be having a nice clean upload. I don't think there's anything in the way of that. Put these handlebars and lights in. All right, we need to find the bench. Do we even need a bench? Like, is a bench necessary? Can we just go without the bench? I mean, Griff, please let me know if you're also experiencing massive drop frames, because if you are, then that's, you know, a significant issue. Mowing the lawn is unnecessary at this time. I mean, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Mowing the lawn is indeed unnecessary. I appreciate that, Griff. Okay, you're ranting on Discord. You're ranting and raving, presumably at your friends or enemies. Perhaps you're just getting really angry with your enemies. That would make a lot of sense. So, if you had a snowmobile bench, where would you put it? We have a house, we have a garage, we have like this outcrop. I like this outcropping thing. If I had a house, I would have like a cool outcrop. There's just there's a poop room. There's a poop house. It's a poop house. It's not a house, but like it's a toilet. That's the word I was looking for. It's a toilet just sitting there. Why's your man just got a toilet just sitting there? He also has an outhouse. The AR-57. I can only assume that is some kind of armor-light rifle. Which one? I wouldn't know. But please, if you wanna also rant here about the AR-57, I would appreciate knowing more about the AR-57 and what it pertains to. Oh, Polaroids, love them. Okay, so wait, it's oh god, I think I've heard of it. It's like it's an AR-15 style weapon, right? Like, so it's got an AR-15 body, but it takes P90 mags from the front to back, right? And I vaguely recollect this thing, and it's completely insane.
Undoubtedly the mark of a tormented mind.
Like, it genuinely looks
right
like something that someone felt that they needed to make, but they don't know why they needed to make it. Kind of like a lot of Keltec stuff, because a lot of the Keltec weapons are, I'm not gonna say they're bad, but I'm not gonna say that they were necessarily completely thought through, you know? Welcome in, Friar Chairman. We're currently searching for a snowmobile bench. That's what's going on. I managed to get sidetracked, and I built like 90% of a snowmobile, and now I'm just looking for a bench to put on my snowmobile, because apparently I need a bench. All snowmobiles need benches, otherwise they don't turn on. That sucks. That sucks, Cortez. Can I presume you were vaccinated appropriately prior to this moment, so you're more likely to suffer only mild symptoms, relatively speaking? Because I hope that's the case. Okay, well, that's as good as it can be, considering the bad circumstances of it, right? Welcome in, Little Lady Red. Hope you are doing well. Are you implying that burns when you pee? Because if so, you should probably get a doctor to help you out with that. That makes sense, Cortez. That makes sense. It's not unusual for that to be the case. Though if that is the case, I mean, that's kind of preferable because the worst case symptom of the disease itself is, you know, death. Guys like your spicy pee. Yeah, exactly. Like the P90 is meant to be super compact. Like I don't know if you guys have ever seen someone actually handling a P90, but that thing is like, it's a nothing weapon. There's almost no weapon to it relative to its overall function, right? Like, considering what it provides to the user of that weapon, there is not much to the weapon. Yeah, no, like it's a perfectly competent weapon in its specific space of function, right? Ammunition is overpriced because the 5.7 rounds are only made by FN Herstal, and FN Herstal is like, nope, nobody gets to make anything for this gun except us. So you do pay too much money for those things. That is a true fact. But nonetheless, as an actual weapon by itself, ignoring licensing bullshit around it, from everything I've heard, it's a very, very competent weapon. It does what it is intended to do. Welcome in, Shadowlink. Hope you're doing well. Right, exactly. It fulfills a role, you know? I think that's always something to consider with a lot of firearms, because there are a lot of weird firearms out there, but many of them fill a role that doesn't necessarily make sense in a lot of other situations. Which kind of reminds me of how the AR-15 has essentially been used to fill every single role in every single, like, person's inventory. They're just like, oh, I want to do something with a gun. Well, what I'll do is I'll take an AR-15.
Where were the
and then I'll
parts?
just tear it to
A
pieces?
Frankenstein-esque car lying around somewhere, made of parts from a dozen different vehicles.
I don't know, it's not like the AR-15 is a bad weapon or anything. I want to be clear, just so everyone knows, I'm not shitting on the AR-15. Yeah, I can totally, completely see that.
Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Right, it's used a lot. It doesn't have much of a cool factor. Nothing wrong with it, but I mean, 70% of the firearms out there are, well, not 70%, but 70% of the posts on firearms are like, hey, I just got this AR-15 and I spent 10 grand on upgrades for it. You know what it's like? It's like when people buy a Honda Civic. Oh, this place might be on fire a bit. But it's like when people buy a Honda Civic and then trick it out. Like, mate, it's a Honda Civic, you know? Thank you, Little Lady Red. I appreciate that so dearly. Oh, yeah, CMMG Mark 47. Okay, CMMG, is that a civilian marksman? Oh, I can't remember. No, that's CMP, Civilian Marksman Program Weapon. You're gonna have to remind me what the CMMG Mark 47 is, because I vaguely remember it being an AR-15 variant with a giant Sentry magazine in it. Which is, or no, was it a belt-fed AR-15? Oh God, no, that's disgusting. An AR-15 that loads AK-47 rounds. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, that's just people in America making shit, right? Like that. What that is somebody went, I have a stupid idea, and then somebody else goes, yeah, let's do it. right? Like that's what that firearm is. They're not making it because they want to make a good firearm. They're making it because they want to make a showpiece. Also, welcome to Mr. Quiet Desu. You know what? We need to start giving shout outs. We're gonna give some shout outs to people. I'll get to that question in just a moment. Shadow Link first. I'm terrible at doing shout outs. Why am I so bad at this? I think that's all the streamers we got in channel just at the moment. Oh, you know what? How the fuck do I forget Fry Jam in streams, right? Like, consumers need a reliable way of shooting the 7.62 by 39 rounds in Western South. Yeah, good. No, good. It's quite Desu. We're doing okay. We're trying to find a bench for our snowmobile. We don't know where it is. It's a little bit lost, but that's fine. Also, Shadow Link. So, what this game is about? So it starts out as a murder mystery, right? There we go to do some private investigation, and then somebody dies, and we're like, oh, somebody has died, let's investigate that. And then we go through the place and we find some ice statues of people that give us prophetic visions as to how they died, which is a concern for us. And we find out that there's like some ice freaky things going on, and we're even more confused. And currently, in fact, I'll show you one of the ice people. This is the popsicle people. So a bunch of people got popsicled, right? And we went to a giant ice wall, and the ice wall was like, hey, there's these people standing in front of it. And I think we have to go through that ice wall by finding all the people, because the two people that we found, we walked into, and they ghosted away. But the two that we haven't didn't ghost away. So we're looking for one more ice person, and we think they're in an ice cave. But we need warm clothes for that. And to get the warm clothes, we need sherry. And to get the sherry, we might need a snowmobile, which is what we're currently repairing over here. But what we need for the snowmobile is a bench. And I don't know where we would find a bench. Oh no, is it on the roof? Is the bench on the roof? Why are we on the roof? What is our function being on the roof? Oh no, there was a thing over here. Can we get to the other side? What happens if we jump? We jump onto there. It's not a very big jump, but maybe it's a long jump. How far can we jump? Ooh, I don't know if that's possible. MDR, you know, solid choice. Okay, that's my leg's broken. That's fine. So as far as a rifle I want to own, but will absolutely never be able to own because, you know, laws in the UK and everything. But as far as a rifle I want to own, I think it's called the SL8. It's a Heckler & Koch. It's the Heckler & Koch civilian version of the G36, but it has a completely smooth barrel, and it looks so cool. And I have no doubt that it's actually a piece of junk weapon, but it looks so cool that I want to own it, you know? Like, it's just, if I remember correctly, it's just a rifle in 5.56. That's it. It's a standard rifle in 5.56. I would probably be better served by just buying a nice AR-15. But that's not what I would want to do. I'd want to spend the extra $2,000 on a piece of shit weapon that does nothing for me. Oh, we can build a bridge. I've built a bridge to the roof for some reason. I found the document.
Carl had no idea how to interpret a message like that. On the surface, it seemed like he had one half too many of this puzzle. Enough to know he shouldn't take this testimony as gospel. The entire thing, being some punishment for a murder committed by Hamilton, seemed like an outlandish theory. Carl was doubtful.
I saw something in the woods on the solemn day of October 6, 1970. No man should ever see. The aliens are here. They are roaming in our woods. They will invade us all from here to down to sunny Mexico. They are massive, twice as tall as a man. They are half man, half caribou, half wolf. I'm sure the fact that I saw them means they broke their military code. They are after me. If you're reading this, it's too late. I've already been taken to the planet Elohim and will be experimented on in a lab. They are punishing me for not doing anything when I witnessed that murder yesterday, when I saw William Hamilton kill someone. Farewell. So there's the implication that Hamilton... Okay, so that is actually, I guess, confirmation that Hamilton shot the girl who died? And I'm guessing that means that we have... Ooh, okay, so we have confirmation that Hamilton shot the girl. So Hamilton then died subsequent to that, and then some kind of curse was unleashed upon the town, which involved all the ice wall stuff. So that makes me think that the Cree people were upset with Hamilton, but were kind of undergoing vandalism and general fuckeries to deal with it. However, once he killed one of their own, somebody of the Cree people here just lost their shit. Oh, I found the bench! It was right in front of me the entire time. Fantastic. But I imagine that one of the Cree people just kind of lost that shit and were like, okay.
A gas, a new spark plug, and a key, and this thing would run perfectly. All he needed to do now was to find all that.
I need a key? Fuck! Where am I gonna find a spark plug? I went through all that for this? God damn it. Okay, have you got any spark plugs in here?
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
I mean, this has spark plugs. Surely we could just rip them out of there? God damn it. Okay, you know what? If I don't find it, like the key and the spark plugs within the next search of this immediate area, we're just leaving. I can't keep searching for stuff for the entire stream. We've got Sherry to find. I realize this entire stream is going to be me finding stuff. Like, that's it. We're just going to be searching for Sherry, I guess. I mean, we've already got fuel, though, so that's one advantage.
These scribblings were undoubtedly the mark of a tormented mind.
Check the cupboards for a key.
Something wasn't right in the poor mechanic's head.
Damn straight, that mechanic was absolutely crazy, but, like, also still he wasn't wrong, so I don't know. I love the fact that the cola here is called Kona Cola.
Weird stuff. Kind of a crossing between a colander and a hairdryer. What was it for?
Maybe I can pull the spark plugs out the car.
Protect against nuclear waves?
Nuclear waves. Certainly. Okay, to hell with it. We spent too long here. I'm leaving. I'm done with this shit. Snowmobile can go fuck itself.
Carl still wasn't done with the mechanic's place.
What do you mean I wasn't done with the place? They got no spark plugs and they got no keys. Oh, am I gonna need that? I'm gonna need that snowmobile, aren't I? Like, it's gonna be mandatory for some reason. I hate searching around like this. Alright. The only place I haven't, like, searched exhaustively is probably the roof. Maybe it's under a plant pot? No. God damn, game. Why you gotta be so mean to me? Like, I just want to find good, useful stuff. Come on, we don't need a key for this, surely. We could just... Oh, we can deposit and withdraw items. Can we withdraw the key? Wait, what? All my stuff is here? Question mark? Oh, okay, we have a shared inventory system, apparently. Okay, sure, why not? Okay, where would a crazy guy put the key to his snowmobile? Any takers? Any thoughts? Alright, it's not in the bucket. I'll have to think about this later. Maybe if I really need it, I might end up pulling up a guide for it. But hopefully we don't need the snowmobile, or maybe we'll come across it elsewhere. Okay, so we are all the way at the end here. There's a little star there. I have no idea what the star means. But I don't want to go to the star until we get some warm clothes. And I think that the place where we're going to pick up alcohol is going to be the general store. And the general store is in the middle, so I don't think there's any more road that we can drive down this way. Or maybe that's what we need the snowmobile for getting out there without dying. Okay, so we're going to go back to the general store and search for some sherry. Because we need sherry for making caribou. Which seems to be just distilled sherry? Question mark? Maybe, No, it's not going to just leave the key for that thing in the middle of the road. That would be insane, right? Okay, we've checked out those ice cubes. Those ice cubes lead to the frozen tunnel wastes. And so, we are going to go back to the general store and... I mean, that's it. We're just going for a bit of a drive. With some classic Canadian music, I guess. I feel like there was a lot of music in the 70s that perhaps would be on the radio at this time. Then again, we are in the middle of nowhere. I guess this was still the era where your local radio station was actually still like a major kind of social integration point, and potentially somewhere you could go and visit, like an actual location that you could, you know, go and visit to complain about stuff, especially in small towns, right? Because you might legitimately have a radio station that is just like one or two guys. All right, sorry, you're dead. All right, let's look for some sherry. We got beer. Hold on. That's what we want, right? I mean, that's. Can we grab that? Can we? Oh, a genius! I'm a certified super genius. That's it. Climb that ladder. Can we not take some more bottles? You know, just in case we need more? I guess not. Just the one bottle for us. Thank you very much. We don't want to drink and drive or anything stupid like that, right? We want to get through this super clean, super fine.
Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
Wow, that's harsh but accurate.
Picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten.
I like the narration
Jumping
on
from
everything.
that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
That is, what's his face's snowmobile? So that would have been the frozen alien guy. That's cool. I like that. Okay, so we need to go to the rum runner's house. Actually, where is that? Let's hop out of here a second. Because we can't look at the map with the icons when we're in here. We have to go out to look at the map with the icons. That's how that works. That's how we achieve function. Okay, so we have... Okay, so I think Old Rosary was the guy with the drugs, and I think Balloon was the Rum Runner's place? Or was it the secret project? Huh. Okay, we might have to head out to the secret project. We'll try balloons, and then if that's not it, we'll head to the secret project, because I don't remember the secret project. Maybe that was where I was going to go at the end of last stream. Well, onwards and upwards. I hope I'm going the right way. Is this the right way? It is not the right way. I am going completely the wrong way. This is incorrect. About face. About face. Because everything looks like snow here. That's the problem. It's all just 100% snow. Okay, we're gonna go to the right and then left. Yeah, we're gonna take this left around. And then we're gonna come across a bridge on this curve. Excellent. Okay, we're on track. We're on track. So we're gonna go to Bloom's house, and they should have maybe what we're looking for. Oh shit! Barrel. We'll try. No. I got loading site spinning thing though, so that counts, right? Also, welcome in, Dark Liberty Fox. How are you doing? I tried. Okay, I tried. Look, I was trying to please the masses. Not that I'm calling you a mass or saying that you're particularly massive. That would be rude. It would be it'd be pretty rude to just be like. I was trying to work out how to repair the snow scooter. However, I failed to work out how to repair it because we needed a key and a spark plug, and I couldn't work out how to get the key and the spark plug. So I abandoned investigating that in the pursuit of gaining some sherry and some warm clothes. Because this might be where we can find some alcoholics. Because ideally, we want to make some booze to get into the ice cave. Ah, yes, here is the booze machine. We can prepare the caribou. I don't know how your man here just manages to prepare it, like, just off the top of the dome. Like, yeah, let's just handle this completely bizarre stuff. Okay, so now we want to head back and check out. Want to check out Old Rosary's place, because he should have the warm clothes, and then once we get the warm clothes, we should investigate the secret project. I think that's the plan.
Carl felt that it was mission accomplished with the wicked nectar in his hands.
Oh, fantastic. The game also agrees. Game's going fine. We repaired most of a snowmobile, but we need a spark plug for it. But aside from that, we've been making progress, I think. And we found out that Hamilton killed a girl, and at least I think that's why the Cree decided to go loco on his ass and murder him. Which is, fair. It's fair. Like, it's understandable that he would do that. Also, I may have crashed slightly. Crashing into stuff depletes my sanity or consciousness. I'm guessing it's consciousness. It's got to be consciousness. Also, when I first came through here, this guy almost shot me and absolutely scared the pants off me. Like, I literally dived in terror as he lined up the gun on me. I'm going to immediately step to the side. Okay, cool. You're not going to shoot me. Yeah, give me the coat.
Ah, quand on cherche, on trouve. Parce que je t'aime bien à cette heure, je vais te dire quelque chose. Tu fais bien de prendre ma pénis. Parce que par là-bas,
see, now we got the warm coat.
Le vrai froid. Un froid qui glace comme t'en as jamais connu dans ta vie.
I would like the warm coat. Please give it to me. Oh, yes. We have warmth now. Please stop pointing the gun at my guts. That is not appropriate for gun safety. However, we are very toasty. Why is the radio still playing? Wait, what is going on in this image? Are they flying?
Dans mon temps, c'était comme sur l'image. On était vrai, fiers, forts, puis on avait le bon lieu de notre bord.
I'm struggling to understand this image because it genuinely looks like they're flying to me. And yes, it does very much have like that Stanley Parable vibe.
Mon beau bonnet du beau temps. Puis ma ceinture.
Okay, so we're going to check out that secret project. Now, because we got the warm clothes, we should be able to stay out in the cold much longer. That is what... I mean, I'm guessing, right? But that is why I specifically wanted to get these before checking out the secret project.
Cabin had been very generous to Carl. He couldn't have asked for more.
Thank you. I've completed the old man's cabin. See, I love the narration element there because it's very clear, like, hey, you've solved the problem there. That location, it's done. It's complete. You're good. And I'm going the wrong way again, aren't I? Oh, no, I am going the right way. Okay, so we want to go all the way to the crazy guy's place, and then we want to head south. I mean, yeah, exactly. Also, welcome in Summer Snow. We just got some warm clothes, which are going to help us get to a crazy man's cabin. Or at least we hope they're going to help us get to a crazy man's cabin in the woods. That's a secret project. And maybe that's where we're going to find a spark plug and key for the snowmobile. Of course, it could be that neither of those are available there and it'll be terrible. Well, that was a bit rough. I like the fact that the driving in this game isn't important. Like, it's okay for you to be terrible at driving in this game. A 2-hour work reunion. What is a work reunion? Like, do they not know you work for them? Like, school reunions, I understand. But like work reunions, I'm struggling to comprehend the facts of the matter there. All right, so we're nice and toasty. Oh, a meeting. I mean, a meeting makes sense. I thought you were like, oh, it's been like 10 years since we worked together, so let's all get together and reminisce about the time that we worked together. I mean, I don't know why that image popped into my mind, but that is the image that popped into my mind. Just work colleagues reminiscing about the time that they all worked together.
Carl still wasn't done with the mechanics.
I know, but where am I going to find the key, narrator? Where am I going to find the key? That's the problem. Okay, so we're going to wander off into the abyss. Into the snowy extenses. Oh, there's a wolf there. But it's okay. We have a weapon for this. We also have some meat. Like, the key's just literally taped to my back. You know, that's fair. Okay, doggy, you got two choices. You can run, or I can give you some meat. Here, here's some meat. No, I gave you some meat. Take the meat.
But a steak alone cannot subdue a starving stomach. An appetite comes with eating.
That is terrifying. Okay, we're taking out the axe. You had one good job where it would be cool to have a reunion. I mean, fair. Like, I gotta be honest, I'm not one of those people who sees work as something that I want to have anything to do with ever. Alright, we're gonna take a picture of the ice cube. Oh dear, the ice cube has footsteps. Oh no, okay, where's the ice cube footsteps go? To the grave. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh okay okay. I think what happened here was that girl who died was buried out here. You can take a picture of that. I'm keeping that picture. This is horrifying. We could start a fire, but we don't have any wood. Yeah, exactly, you know? No problem. Okay, well, we're gonna be concerned. I feel like that's a big part of what we're doing. We're being concerned. And really, I think maybe having an axe equipped is gonna be what gets us through this. Like, we're smart people, so as we go over this completely treacherous, terrifying walkway, we're gonna have a nice axe equipped as we walk past a grave just in the middle of the snow. What is this? Okay, we'll go up here first, right? Because clearly we need to go left at some point. Oh, looks like we can go to it from here as well. And he gets a bike up here. This is a hell of a secret like, is this just one man's work? Is there just one guy who's worked on this?
The path, undoubtedly ideal in attempting to communicate with little green men, was quite awkwardly placed. There had to be a lever to control it. Maybe it's it. Carl would have
maybe it's the lever that I just moved.
It.
Can we not just step over that? Come on, mate. You can take that step. Like, I mean, but if it's a secret project, that means it's just this one guy who's been working on it, right? And if it's just one guy, this is ridiculous. Like, genuinely ridiculous. I mean, I respect the hell out of it. Like, this crazy alien guy, 100%, like, respect for the sheer amount of work that went into this. Because there's no way he bought in the lumber, right? So he would have been cutting down most of these logs himself. And there's hundreds of logs. Oh, this looks dangerous.
Electric terminals appeared to be linked together, but for what purpose?
This looks really dangerous. Fuck. Okay, so we got positive and negative.
So that's where the generator key was hiding. All that was left was to use it.
Ah. What the fuck? Okay, we got blue. We got blue going to here, so if we put one negative on blue, and then we follow the green. So it goes up here. Around, oh no, that's a dead end. So we can't link that to green. So we have to link that to the yellow. This is horrendous. This is a shameful cabling job. And then the yellow... Okay, that just links straight across. So there's only one possible link. So the yellow... So if it's outputting the negative yellow, so that means it's incoming positive, negative green. Because that's how the flow of electrons works, right? And then this green cable goes all the way over here to this terminal. And since that's the negative, that's negative, so positive in, negative out. So the green cable has to be positive in, meaning negative out on the red. The red is gonna go... Fuck is this?
Carl rejoiced at the unexpected source of heat, but not as much as his freezing hands.
Oh, it's a radiator. Fantastic. Okay, so... red... goes all the way to... Okay, so this doesn't work. Like, your man's even got, like, little trellises up here. This is incredible handiwork. This is insane. Okay, so actually we've got little markers. So we got positive going this way. And the blue cable goes over here. So then this by extension has to be negative, because if that's positive, then this has to be negative. And then that means that this is positive. Oh, fuck. What is this puzzle? What is the purpose of this puzzle? It means this has to be negative, which means we take the yellow cable out. Which goes through here. Means that we need it this way around. Oh, I mean, yes, to open the door, but I meant more like in the grand scheme of things. What function does this serve? Like, what am I achieving? Like, there's a generator, but I don't know what the generator is there for, what it's doing. I'm just kind of going through and making progress. Okay, that sounded like something happened.
Open sesame. At last.
That's the snowmobile key.
For an oh so tiny piece of metal.
I found the snowmobile key. Well, now we just need the snowmobile spark plug. I have no idea where we would find the snowmobile spark plug. But considering the snowmobile key was apparently used for the generator here, I have no idea. We're gonna get nice and toasty before we leave, though. Okay, so we're over here at the secret project. There's a fire between us, apparently, and then this Lamoth place. I guess our next point of interaction is going to be the ice cave. I think that's our plan. We'll see if we can't explore a little bit more around here, because I mean, actually, no, I really doubt that there's going to be anything. Hold on a second. This fuel tank has got to be like at least a couple $1,000 and welding, right? And then the fuel in it is going to be like another $20,000, because there's no way you get enough fuel in that thing to be like hardcore, right? Like you don't just put like a little bit. If you pump that thing to the rafters full of fuel, no teeny tiny fuel line out of that thing. Which means that this entire setup and like 10 years of fuel and whatever. God, this man is a lunatic. He's probably spent like tens of thousands of dollars on this setup, plus all the labor which went into this, which is a lot of labor. Like it's not big labor. It's huge amounts of labor. Your man could have built like several houses or a small industry with the amount of personal drive that he has to achieve this. Kind of sad your man's frozen now. Like, I actually kind of respect the hell out of him. He's done a hell of a lot. Okay, we can't just walk off this. Which is a shame, because it would be funny if I could just slide off there and die. Okay, so I don't think that there's anything left to explore this way. We've got the key. I think the current goal is to find a spark plug, question mark? I mean, I don't think that we're going to find the right spark plug there. We need specifically the snowmobile spark plug. I'm unsure. Either way, we're going to take a trip back. And once we take a trip back, we're probably going to take a short break. Because we're basically right up on our normal break time. Oh, I wonder if there's anything out in the forest. We've got warm clothes now, so maybe... Okay, no, that's just an invisible wall. Excellent. I appreciate that game for indicating to me that there isn't anything out in the forest by putting an invisible wall there. Admittedly, you might have been able to make it a better, you know, choice of invisible wall, but this is fun. I'm okay with sometimes just having an invisible wall somewhere. Sometimes, as a player, you need to be guided and instructed. Luckily, we gave a wolf a snack earlier, so it's all happy and good. Right, this... Can we chase these footprints? Or is that just going to go back to here? Okay, we can't chase those footprints. I mean, I guess we can chase them back this way. But I'm fairly sure this just leads back to the guy's place. Yep, here we are. Guy's place is over there. We've got a giant ice cube on the top there. Wonderful. Excellent. But we found the secret grave of the person. Okay, let's go inside because there's a fire inside that is probably going to be quite warm. I mean, there's a fire inside. It's probably going to be warm. I mean, that is the nature of fire, generally speaking. Okay, so apparently we barely take any chilling now that we've got these warm clothes. Previously, we were almost freezing to death, but now we're pretty fine. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a 3-minute break here. You know, the usual trivia, it's all good. We hit escape, Alt-Tab, it's wonderful. So, okay, break time. Let us hit that break. I will be back in 3 minutes and we'll come back to this. And when we come back, we'll be heading into the ice cave. And I'm excited about the ice cave. I have no idea what's going to happen in the ice cave, but it seems quite important. Oh, that's an adorable dog. This is good. All right, break time. Welcome back, strangers. We got some video games to play. But, like, Shadowlink, I actively troll. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, I actively troll on my way through. I'm still wondering where that frickin'... Where would you put a spark plug? Wait, no, hold on. I remember something. When we first came here, he was like, I was ordering a spark plug.
Place.
I have found the spark plug. I found a spark plug. He ordered a spark plug. We found the spark plug. Like, it was a specific spark plug for the snowmobile. Oh my god. It is complete. We have a snowmobile. Now we can run wolves over. Oh, hell yeah. I'm leaving you behind, you worthless
was still
truck.
Frozen, and Carl had everything he needed, so he felt ready to leave.
Oh, this is making me feel seasick. I don't know why, but like the leaning, okay guys, we're switching back to the truck. We probably need to take this back there. Oh, but like this is probably, like, we worked so hard to get this thing, and like I'm about to immediately throw it away. Oh, like, this is not good. There is no smoothing on the movement whatsoever. That is really unpleasant on the motion sickness front. Oh, that is not good. Okay, back in the truck. Back in the truck we go. Fuck. Also, actually, we need some wood. We need to sort our inventory. I mean, to handle some wood. So let's put some stuff in it. At the very least, the things share inventory, so it's fine. So I think it would be better in VR. I think it would be more easy to drive in VR because it wouldn't have the same issues. All right, we don't need cigarettes. We don't need a lantern. I mean, I don't think we need flares. We haven't found a use for them yet. If we want to drink, we can drink beer. We want a wired magnet. Pliers and a pincer, not so much. Alright, everything else is fine. And we want to grab a log or two in case there's a fire pit or something in the ice cave. Because I have a feeling the ice cave is going to be really cold. But no fucking around there. 2 logs. In case we need 2 fires. We just need that much fire, right? We work so hard on you, Ski-Doo. Why are you going to betray us like that? Absolutely 100% betrayed. It's heartbreaking, right? Like, it's just completely heartbreaking that we've got this absolute... Like, we worked so hard on making that, and it's going to make me sick if I drive it. Like, for whatever reason, I think it's because more of the screen is taken up by the vehicle. I get much like this is completely fine for me, right? Even though there's a fair bit of wobble, it doesn't mess me up. Okay, let's have a look at this. We're gonna want to take a so next left. Also, guys, don't drive and check your map at the same time. Always check your map only when you've got like a secured location. Well, that's one way to stop. I also think the car is faster. I don't know, maybe that's just me, my perceptions. Well, this game does not have video settings. Like... Oh, okay, never mind, it does have video settings. I was mistaken, it apparently does have video settings. Doesn't look like it has any options to change the wobbliness of it, though. Maybe it's under control options. It's got head bob, but that's for walking. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I would lie to you. I would lie to you if I thought it would cause any kind of entertainment whatsoever. Also, welcome inside one. You know what? We're just gonna get right in there. There's no Sidewinder plays a lot of tactical games. Very solid tactical gamer. I watched a lot of Into the Breach. I don't know if you're still currently playing Into the Breach because, as far as I understand, you golded everything on that game. So I don't know if there's anything left to play on that. But if you're not gonna catch him on Into the Breach, you are gonna catch him playing some Advanced Wars, which is absolute quality. Do absolutely check him out. Very cool person, very fun to be around. In fact, I would recommend you go ahead and you follow them right now.
Luckily, he had the coat to protect him from the biting cold.
Yeah, I had the coat. It was just really cold. This is cool. I like this. Get the camera out. Get the camera out. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna take some pictures of this. Okay, so we're not playing right now, but in the future, possibly there will be options, even if those options aren't right now. Oh, that looks like a terrible decision. Like, we've got over here where there's light, or the yawning abyss of death. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know which one I'm choosing. Also, side note, don't go caving. Like just don't. It's bad for you. Let's see if we can stay out of the water as much as possible. Ooh. Okay. We've got some hardware here. Okay, now this is concerning because we've got snowmelt coming in from up here. Get some matches. And a pillar of some kind? Huh. We got ourselves a nice picture of that lot. Okay, so someone came through here and interacted with the fire. All right, no problem, Wolfie boy. We're just gonna start a fire here just for safety, right? Okay, so I'd like to get a picture of the wolf if I can. Also, this camera has incredible... What the fuck? Y'all saw that shit, right? Like, y'all saw that wolf disappear into the abyss, right? I didn't... Like, that wolf just... It was there, and then it just went all smoky melty. Oh, good. We're just gonna build a bridge. Glad we had the parts to build a bridge. Glad we caught that on camera. That photograph is probably gonna be worth some money. I mean, it's probably completely underexposed, but it's gonna be worth some money. Oh, this is concerning. This is tense. My character is cold. I am feeling worried. Are we gonna encounter more wolves? Oh no, just a corpse. Okay, cool. Just... I thought I heard something behind me. Hello there, step brother. I don't know if that's a step. That's kind of horrifying as a thought. Okay, let's get some good pictures. Lots of ice cubes here.
Another instance of this magic ice. What was this one doing? Lying on the ground, so afraid.
Oh, it's someone's face in there.
Like water into ice.
The plot thickened like water into ice. Wow. Oh, dynamite. I mean, okay, cool. We need some dynamite for that. Just give me a moment while I pick up my axe. I think I'm gonna maybe need this.
A sudden cold snap struck Carl, who felt like he was pulled into a dream.
Okay. Oh, there's hands and feet. That suggests that they were scrambling.
He had been running
they tumbled
in fear
over
from something creeping towards him, against which he couldn't do anything, only to end up like this, petrified and cold.
Well, he did say solidifies, I think. Although maybe he said dense. I missed. I don't remember that. There were words, and I may have internally auto-corrected them. This is an amazing thing that the human brain does, right? Where you just automatically correct words as they're said. The same thing to do with linguistics, and that's why dyslexia is such an interesting thing, because, like, it's where the brain isn't doing that for a lot of stuff. Okay, so he's firing a rifle. Oh! Oh, goodness me. Okay, so he dropped his rifle back here. Okay. We've got some hands. Oh, turn on. Yeah, I can turn on anything. Oh, this is a room full of explosives. What are you doing, good sir? Something happened? Oh, we found a journal.
It seemed
Old rosary.
as though Regin had been ready to take up arms and slay people like Hamilton. Could he have committed murder for his cause? Who could have gotten killed in front of his very eyes?
Old Rosary had told me the mine administrators were having us on, and that the mines from before the war were neither collapsed or inaccessible. Well, as usual, the old man was right. Those damn English people keep lying to us every damn day, because we're just slaves to them, water boys. White Negroes, like Valera said. Now that is a really tough, like, that is an interesting bit of cultural context, right? Because this character is using this in a degradatory way, while completely, like, dehumanizing the character, like the what's the word? Like, it's entirely a dehumanizing phrase, this, right? Because it's like, hey, they're treating us as bad as they treat black people, which is a horrifying concept of, you know, especially compared to modern sensibilities, right? Because as a modern person, I'd like to think that I would presume that a person should be treated approximately equally, regardless of their skin color and such like. So I enjoy the fact that the character is so out of touch with modern sensibilities. Like, they didn't try and rewrite this character to be like modern day politically correct. This character's kind of not a good person.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
We'll see who the slaves are by the end of the year. I'll set up the heart of my government in those mines. The resistance. Watch out, fat cats. I'm putting bayonets on our cannons. The English tell us the region is full of resources. The resource they're forgetting about is our seniors. It's full of old people around here, and they've got plenty of resources. Old Man Rosary, in exchange for a full load of bottles of caribou a day, puts us in contact with our best our country has to offer. Veterans, hunters, the salt of the earth. I'm telling you, these people have shotguns upon shotguns in blinds all over the territory. They agreed to lend me some. Pretty much no questions asked. I still told them a big fat cat hunt was in the works. I told them our aim was to make sure there was not a damn one left from here to the Otanius River. It's even better than I thought. The guns aren't old-timey relics from the Great War. There are modern semi-automatic weapons in there too, and dynamite stolen from mining sites after closing. All I need now is a militia to bear these arms and kick the English off our lands. I'm wondering who the savages will back up. Fucking hell. Like, that's rough. This man is a full-on racist. I have faith that they will help us and not them. Taking back that land is a matter of principle for them. See, this kind of logic is curious, right? Because this character here is making this presumption that the I believe locally it would be the Cree people would be supporting these white guys over the English white guys, because these white guys are fighting the English white guys. However, most of the English have kind of left at this point. So, I don't know, maybe it would be a case of revenge for them, but there's this assumption that they'd help them, you know? God damn it, Gars really has no balls. I was aware of that before bringing him to my project, but it's so insulting to be emasculated like that. He told me in his wimpy voice, that he had something to blackmail Big Hamilton.
He would not hold up much longer. He had to warm himself.
What was the point of blackmailing him when we could just blow his head off? Would have been so much better speaking off to his wife. She could hold her own with a shotgun. Besides, everyone knows he's... I'm gonna have to read this later because I'm freezing to death. Is there something to warm myself with? We grabbed some dynamite, grabbed a log, heat, because I'm dying. It's kind of a pain that I can't check that out properly. So I'm guessing. Oh, I'm blacking out. Okay, where do we need to go? I might die. Hold on. Flashlight, please. Cool. Dynamite will get me warm really fast. This is true. Mild panic. We can't get through here. The journal may have killed me. Reading the journal may have killed me. This is not an ideal situation to be in. I'm losing. Oh, there's a fire here. There's a fire here. Okay, we were actually really close to dying. Cool. I would like to read that document some more, though. Journal. No, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted documents. All right, we're on page 3. Yeah, to invest in the story to live, exactly. Lamouth has given up too, that coward. On the other hand, the Lamouths, they're not serious enough. They have a few screws loose. You can't start a revolution with crazy people. Pierre, I know you would have been on my side. You would have been the lieutenant to my army. Rest in peace. Eaten by wolves. Not an easy way to kick the bucket. Some people in the village are saying you brought this on yourselves by poaching the wolves. And that in the end, they just brought you to justice in their own way. There will be a monument to your name in my new Quebec. Wow, this guy thinks he's going to have a whole Quebec to himself. Cool. I will have to free the Manistan region all by myself. Alexandre Blythe didn't appreciate when I baited him by praising his brother. That guy has changed since Pierre was found. He's been miserable. I've tried talking to him about it, but that big oaf only punched the mirror and that made his hand bleed. I'll give freedom to the country without those tender-hearted folks. They'll thank me later. What happened last night was horrible. I've never seen someone die like that right next to me. I feel sick. So much blood. I'm wondering if revolution is really for me after all. So this is the thing, right? Regine speaks so strongly about this, like he's gonna make a new country, it's gonna be the best country. Yet when it actually comes down to, you know, breaking a few eggs, as it were, actually killing people, he immediately, like, backs down. And that, I mean, it makes a lot of sense why he would do that. Like, I'm not blaming him. But I think it goes to show that a lot of people that speak so largely about this kind of stuff often don't really have an actual perspective on what they're suggesting. Oh, that's a Lee Enfield. Lee Enfield used by the British military and also later used by many Commonwealth forces. Yeah, that's something I have to praise in this. Like, the characters are really well written. They don't shy away from the characters being kind of assholes. Also, in our Spirit Walker dream, we phased through this wall somehow, so that's neat. Okay, and we're kind of in a situation here. Do I need to actually hold on? Do I need to use the equipment here? Do we have explosives? Okay, we have dynamite here. So we have 3 sticks of dynamite. I mean, so Anctus, you're gonna get attacked by Wendigos? I mean, I respect it, but that's kind of terrifying. Okay, so I thought initially that we were gonna have to use the dynamite to get out of here, right? That was my initial thought process. We're gonna have to blow our way out. But it doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm not really certain. Oh, this is some really concerning workmanship here. Like, I thought we were gonna have to put dynamite in this to blow our way through, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm not exactly sure how we escape from here. Look, Swedish winters aren't that bad because in Sweden they have really, really nicely heated buildings. Like, they're incredibly nicely heated buildings. And they also generally have, like, the whole municipal central heating thing is incredible as well. Like genuinely amazing. I super wish that it was an option. Okay, so we can make some modifications here. No, you don't have to go out. Like, let's no, I disagree. So, Angus, I'm gonna be real with you. I spent like 6 years living in a house which functionally didn't have windows. So if it was 0 degrees outside, it was 0 degrees inside. It was frequent to wake up with frost on the bed. So, I mean, if it's that level, I think I already have an understanding of what's going on there. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm fully aware, but I have some comparable experience if it's at that level. All right, so we've got a rifle, but how do we get out of it? Oh yeah, no, you get minus 20, but I'm just saying it depends. Like living in a space like, what am I looking for? If the house is at 0 degrees centigrade, that is the same whether it's minus 20 outside or 0 degrees centigrade outside. So if your house has decent insulation, but is still cold, then it might not be that cold. Like if by comparison you're saying it was minus 20 inside your house, then okay, that's a very different outcome. You know, I will completely accept that is a completely different net outcome. How the fuck do we get out of here? Like, what are we meant to do with this? Well, like, if the inside of your house is only meeting, like, you know, 0 degrees, minus 10, like, well, actually minus 10 would be pretty fucking cold, but like 0 degrees, yeah, no, that's comparable. Like 2 places at 0 degrees, relatively comparable. Okay, yeah, modification's great, but like, oh, right, cool. Well, that makes sense. We're meant to get the bridge up here.
Carl suddenly felt observed. He was worried about a presence around him.
Guys, we have a presence. There's a presence, apparently. Someone's watching me. Better get the camera out. I mean, fair, that is accurate, Angus. That is true. My general perception does apply to living in towns. Certainly if you live elsewhere. Yeah, I've lived in places like that. Hello. I took a picture of you. Would you like some meat? Would you like to leave me alone, maybe? But, you know, like when I say I live like a place like that, I haven't lived in them at minus 20 degrees. To be clear. Okay, we'll give him a steak. You want a nice tasty steak? What the fuck is up with these wolves? Oh, good job, Ludlow. So Ludlow was playing Salt and Sanctuary and was dealing with a kraken worm. Oh no, it's back. I'm just gonna go this way, if that's cool by you. He did lightly bite me. Maybe we should fight him. Okay. Now we are a military soldier of military standing. Stop cheating, wolf. Okay. I'm gonna be real with you. The Lee Enfield does not sound like a great weapon. That is not. I haven't personally
was not
shot
in Carl's nature.
A Lee Enfield.
It would take more than light injuries to interrupt his investigation.
The glowing eyes are horrifying. So I haven't personally shot a Lee Enfield, but if I'm not mistaken, when you shoot a Lee Enfield, generally speaking, it's quite a dramatic thing. Like it's like a proper, like the gun goes bang, right? It doesn't go like pow. Alright, we're nice and healed up again. Okay, so Ice Wolf's bad. I'll put some dynamite there. Oh shit! It's Death Mask! Run away! Oh, that actually has like an actually sane explosion AoE. Oh yeah, like that is what dynamite would do in a tunnel. Like it would create a massive blast wave chasing through the entire place. I mean, it would have shattered this to hell, but that's a separate issue. We got some scorch marks, we destroyed some stuff.
No stone can withstand the force of dynamite.
Okay, now where are we? Oh, yeah, we basically created a cannon for that. It was quite convenient, that is true. But I respect to get... Actually, to be fair, this does actually make sense because they were using this location to smuggle booze. So the thing is, like, with Salt and Sanctuary and Dark Souls in general, generally speaking, you progressively pick up, like, player skill to get good at the game. So you will actually get, like, better at being good at the game. Okay, so we actually want to swing to the left, I imagine. Because that's where our car's going to be. How much more game do you have to game? Oh, I just realized it's dark. Oh dear. Oh, that's very concerning. I mean, you've made good progress, I guess? I mean, do you need to clear all the areas, or are some of them optional? Because it sounds like that puts you about halfway through. But okay, since I think we found the last spirit, that means the last thing. I think that means we can go back up to the ice wall. Also, maybe we should check on Old Rosary. Where is he relative to us? Yeah, he's gonna be up here, so we're gonna go opposite and left. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. That makes a lot of sense, Ludlow. All right, we're gonna swing up here, check some stuff out. Okay, let's see if he's still here, because it's now night. We've got night wolves. Yeah, no, like that's how you play a Dark Souls game, though. Like, you make some mistakes. Hey, you dead? Plan on getting wasted at the end of the world? You gonna talk to me at all? No comment on the ice wolves? No? Okay, cool. Your man doesn't care about the ice wolves. We'll get toasty here, though. Honestly, that's some serious progress. Like, considering you're not speed running the game or anything, you're good. Well, to be fair, we do have night wolves, not night lords. Though if we had night lords, we would have a dramatic change. Hi, Ninja Killer. Welcome in. We found Elite Enfield and ice wolves. Night ice wolves. Night wolves? Ice wolves? Nice wolves? We found nice wolves. They're nice wolves. They don't like meat, though. Also, we got into a light car crash. But that's all well and good. We're just going to charge onwards. I like driving at night. It's comfortable. There's something super cozy when you've got like the high intensity sodium lamps just rolling around. So here's an interesting thing about color rendering index, right? So high energy sodium lamps don't produce, they produce a very red light. That is, the light from them is kind of like it is improperly functional. So it's perfectly fine for actually seeing stuff in general, but it only projects in, like, largely in the red spectrum. And so blue cars, for example, will look black in high pressure sodium lights because they are so red hued. And depending on the light, you can completely change how you visualize stuff, and some things can be impossible to see in certain types of light. And I just think that's really cool that you can, like, destroy your ability to see stuff based on things like that, based on the color of the light source, because light is not uniformly colored. And you can even have white, like, you can even have light that looks white but is not white. So it can appear white but actually be heavily tinged, because our eyes are just kind of terrible. Okay, get walking.
A third phantom gently faded away. Carl noticed that as the cursed villagers finally left reality, he could feel a sense of unburdening exuding from them in an almost intimate way.
Oh, very intimate.
The last phantom,
very concerning,
lost in solitude up until now, joined the others in the forest's darkness, free at last to enjoy an eternal, well-deserved slumber.
I hope they get some rest.
Carl was only beginning to understand the horror which had struck this village. He understood that the dead were piling up and that he couldn't help them by himself. The road was clear for him. He needed to push further north, and fast, to find help.
Purple light? Like, so do you mean just like particularly purple looking light, or do you mean, like, is that a particular spectrum in the same way that you have, like, different types of noise, like green noise and brown noise and so on, and pink noise? Or is it like just light that is purple? And if so, what benefit does purple light serve when crafting? Because I would have thought you'd want daylight, right? Like, even... What about the brown note? The brown note doesn't really work, because humans have way too many resonant frequencies. But it is an interesting theory. Like, theoretically, you could find the resonant note of a single person's body and use that. And you actually hear it in singers. Like, some singers have resonant notes in their body when they're singing. You can hear them use that resonance, and even, like, particularly skilled singers adjust their resonance, their body's resonance, to perform more interesting songs. Okay, when it's really light purple, it can help me see as well as daylight. Okay, that's interesting. So for me, I wouldn't have thought that purple light would have assisted me in any way, shape, or form.
Another diary. Carl felt like someone was trying to communicate with him. Or was it simply the result of happenstance?
And we're going to start a fire so we don't freeze to death out here. We're going to take some pictures. Oh, poor camera. So abused. Like, I feel like we should be using our flashlight to try and help take some pictures. Ooh, there's some stuff going off into that distance. And let's take a picture of the entire camp over here, you know, just handle stuff. Yep, gotta get all those pictures. After all, I'm a photojournalist. Welcome back, Ludlow. Yeah, so yellow light is obviously trash. White strains your eyes? Okay, fair. Generally, white, like daylight, is preferred, but it is generally the more strong and bright. I'm sorry, I was dealing with some stuff, and I just came back and I looked over, and scientists have discovered Beyonce's brown note. What is the Beyonce brown note? Please explain. And yeah, so that's also a consideration. You could have tetrachromacy. So the vast majority of people can only see, like, they only have perception for 3 sections of light. However, you can have additional, like, depending on the person, you can have an ability to perceive an additional section of light that most people can't perceive. And I think that is like the near UV spectrum, and you can actually see like an additional layer on the rainbow or in prisms. And in fact, you can even get tetrachromacy after having eye surgery, depending on the eye surgery and depending on the perception. Yeah, right. Like it's a very small percentage of people that can see a light spectrum that other people can't see. So it's potentially possible that you can see near UV, or maybe something like that. Maybe that's why you like your purple lights. That would make a lot of sense. Maybe that would be your perception. Summer Snow secretly discovering superpowers. The beast outwitted me. It is aware that I know all of its weaknesses. It is aware of my strength. It is the predator become prey. Through some unknown force, I was able to create a wall made of ice between north and south. The beast did not want to be disturbed. I found a way. It is my destiny to stop it. It is progressing fast, not stopping even for a moment. What is this beast feeding on? Hate, cold, fear. The elders spoke of the Wendigo. They said it would never return. No warrior, they said, could want to invoke it. The elders were wrong. The Wendigo comes from the Great Spirit. It appears full of hate, with a great thirst for vengeance. The beast I'm tracking seems blinded by hate. Frustrated, my bolt missed it. It screamed. I thought I could hear its voice behind the bellowing of the beast, the warrior's voice. Was it really the beast running from me, or the man made a prisoner inside? It's tracking 2 unfortunate white people already. Doomed. It smelled them. It's moving slowly, methodically. I will not reach them in time. Exactly, Wendigo power. And exactly, that's how it goes, right? You think you get superpowers, but actually it's not superpowers, it's suffering. Alright, let's go back to the documents. I want to check the documents. Mysterious Journal B. I want to see if there's another page on this. Perhaps his first revenge will never be satisfied. Perhaps the beast is unable to reach its intended victim. What if it started to head south? What if it started terrorizing white cities? They would turn to us with planes and bombs. They would decimate our people. White people must think only they are allowed to strike. The beast must be stopped. Okay, so that's like another interesting play into the whole potential cultural tensions in the area, right? And I really enjoy the fact that this game's willing to actually just dig into stuff, and like it seems respectful, it seems reasonable, right? But it isn't taking an approach where it's trying to rewrite history or anything.
Carl
and I recognize some
what
games.
he was looking for. He needed to get back on the road.
Did I need to get back on the road? I mean, I think I need to walk this way, right? I guess we could take the snowmobile, but that's miles away. But yeah, I like the fact this game hasn't tried to rewrite anything in terms of history, as far as I'm aware. Like, I could be mistaken. And obviously they have the Wendigo, which, as far as I'm aware, that isn't how the Wendigo's lore is in actual Cree culture. I could be mistaken. But it hasn't shied away from stuff. You know, everyone seems pretty decent, I think. I think people are doing okay. There's a small pool of water here. I heard something. I heard something. I'm deeply concerned. And this is a hands-free flashlight. The first thing he does is light his own face with it. What an idiot. Like, what an absolute idiot. The first thing he does with a flashlight is blast his own eyes.
The place was still inhabited less than 24 hours ago. His detective sense tingled, revealing to him, or was it the strong smell of wilderness in the air, that there were most likely 2 men.
The strong smell of wilderness and 2 men. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, the whole aspect of the Wendigo is predominantly Native American lore. I won't pretend to know all the details of it, but as far as I understand, there are many different ways that the story is told. Yeah, I just want to remind you that there are rules that are meant to be followed, whether you like it or not. I hear that you've been poaching a lot lately. You don't even care about being discreet anymore. Heck, I don't even have a chance to pretend I don't see you these days. What if I continue to turn a blind eye at this? What will people say? You've gone too far this time, buddy. I'll have to find you, Wilfred. Oh, we have 2 letters to Pierre.
Pierre the Poacher Blais was definitely not the one who lived here. Indeed, Carl learned earlier that the man had recently been shredded to death by, allegedly, beasts.
Allegedly beasts. I thought I told you that you went too far. You've really hit the last straw this time, and everyone knows it's you. My friendship with your brother won't save your skin anymore. If you dare touch a single tuft of fur within my jurisdiction, I'll swear you'll regret it. Like that nice hunting cabin of yours, huh? I'm thinking of hanging a huge padlock on its door. Would be pretty, don't you think? Point is, if you keep going, you'll be the one behind the padlock and bars in this country's jail in Rayun. Take heed, buddy. Really, take heed. We have more letters? No more letters. Okay, so have you been told by an actual NDE? I'm assuming that's an abbreviation, or maybe that's a cultural group that I'm not aware of.
The jacket was still soaking wet.
It's still
the
soaking
poor man
wet.
had, surely unwillingly, had a taste of the pond's water not too long ago. According to the
Okay, so the man went for a swim.
That poor man was Alexandre Blais.
Alexandre Blais. Good to know.
2 blankets. There were doubtless 2 people here, Carl reckoned.
And 2 men, because wilderness. We smelt the manly smell of 2 men who got wet in the lake. But you see, this is why I love having chat, right? Because y'all just know shit. You have information. You're just like, hey, here's the information. Summer Snow, no writing comics about it. You're not allowed. Alright, got an extra med kit and some flares. Not against that. The smell of wilderness. Exactly. The smell of wilderness. Nothing else. So let's take a picture of this. Because this is going to have footsteps. And the footsteps go down that way. I think. Because we approached it from that direction. Let's check my map. And so we're heading in this direction. Ah, okay. I appreciate that information. It is a word unfamiliar to me because it is a word in a language that I am unaware of. Oh, we've got cool music going on. We have some very cool music going on. Oh, we got wolves. Fuck. Hi, wolf. Okay, so we've got 2 rounds in the gun, but we're gonna need more than that. So I'm gonna put 1 shot in him. Okay, fuck it. Never mind. We just shoot the ice wolf in the brain, and that does the job. No, I just brained him. I mean, sometimes it do be like that, I guess.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
It is getting cold. We would like some warmth, I guess. We do see an ice cube over here. You know, we might... I'm wondering, there's going to be like a nasty beast that we have to fight at some point. So I'm thinking maybe we take the next wolf with the axe because we want to preserve our limited ammunition. Right, time to take a picture of this ice cube. Alright, still on the right track. Oh, there's been a fire here. There's been a fire here. Let's get the axe out. Actually, no, let's keep the camera out because I want to take pictures of the... whatever happens here. Oh, now this is interesting. I imagine that we don't need to build this bridge. But by building this bridge, we avoid taking a dip in the water. Cool. Now it looks like there's another ice cube over here. Ooh. In fact, there does appear to be a path off this way. So we're going to chase this burnt cottage. Oh ho! Well then.
The door had been busted down violently, and a burnt smell filled the air. Half of the cabin had been consumed by flames. Carl surveyed the chaotic scene, noticing that someone appeared to have intended to use the furniture as bonfire fuel. Carl had no idea how such a mess could have occurred, but he knew it didn't bode well.
I need some wood. I need some wood. Can we... I actually need, like, some wood so we don't die. It's getting chilly again. Oh, we can't sleep there anymore. Thank you, game. Thank you.
Cold turned into pain. Carl needed to find someplace warm.
Yes, I need to find somewhere warm. I need some wood. We have all this wood, but none we can burn because I didn't take enough logs with me. Shit. God damn it. Where is the wood? Oh god, we're blacking out. Okay, maybe we can run back to the cabin behind us. Maybe we have enough time to do that. I don't know if we do. We probably don't. We're pretty cold. Alright, well let's run as much as we can and hope. This is... For some reason, this is super stressful to me. Because there's no, like, timer on screen or anything. It's just like... Oh, every time it goes black, I'm like, is this it? Is this the end? Come on, it's just up here. It's just up here. Fuck! We froze to death. Oh, I'm so frustrated because that was like our last. Okay, well, it's pretty close because we're at the camp here. All right, we're gonna need a log. Okay, so probably shouldn't have started this fire, though it's a not bad fire. Alright, we already got pictures of this. Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay, I think the game intended for us to take... Yeah, the game was like, hey idiot, you should be taking the snowmobile. So I guess it wasn't required that we take the snowmobile, but it was intended that we take the snowmobile.
Carl had found what he was looking for. He needed to get back on the road.
Well, this certainly would make traveling those distances easier, for sure, for sure. Okay, can you brake? No. Can we... Does this stop? Are you gonna stop? Can we get off now? Can we park, maybe? Like, against this tree stump so it stops sliding? Can we just stop? Maybe? How do we get off? Okay, there we go. Thank you, game. Took a little while to get off. Alright, we're gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab this, and we're gonna quickly read the documents in here. Oh, and we're gonna grab some wood as well. 2 logs, just in case. I got these.
Carl reckoned that the place was still inhabited less than 24 hours ago.
And loot anything else we might need.
His detective sense tingled, revealing to him, or was it the strong smell of wilderness in the air, that there were most likely 2 men.
Most likely.
Pierre
not for certain.
was definitely not the one who lived here. Indeed,
we've got everything we need here.
Earlier that the man had recently been shredded to death.
So, you know what? I'm actually going to take a break here because we're at 2 hours.
The jacket was still soaking wet. The poor man had, surely unwillingly, had a taste of the pond's.
So, because we're at 2 hours and we're at a good stopping point before we head forwards, this is where I'm going to take the break. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be back in 3 minutes. Could have been a man and 3 raccoons in a trench coat. That is true. Could have been 3 raccoons in a trench coat. Why am I saying it coot? Why is it a trench coat? 3 raccoons in a trench coat. I don't know. 3 raccoons in a trench coat. 5 raccoons in 2 trench coats. Also an option. But we're going to take a break here momentarily. We will be back in 3 minutes. I will come back after being away. There will be trivia while I'm away. Trench coats. Exactly. Anyway, back in a bit. I mean, I'm fairly certain it's 4, but, you know, good luck. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? You're right, ain't no aviation question, Angus. I understand. I don't know why you'll be trusting everyone. Like, I know the answers. I know all the answers. Except when I don't, but that's beside the point. Don't pay attention to that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to this. We need to take our snowmobile up the way. And we've got some logs here, so we can start a fire in the cabin that's on fire. It seems like a bad decision, but still, we can do it if we want to. I appear to have got turned around slightly. So, we're gonna get the map open. We cannot get the map open on the snowmobile. This is an issue. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. To the front we go. And then this way. Okay, Snow Wolf, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Let's see how you like getting hit by this thing. I missed. That's terrible. Correct angle of attack, I'm gonna guess 17 degrees. Like, there's a very small % chance that I'm correct on that. And if I am correct, that's fucking hilarious, but I'm like, absolutely not. Because if I remember correctly, the angle of attack for landing is gonna be... Okay, A10, B15, C20, or D25. Now, the angle of attack, right, you want it to be, now if I remember correctly, right, you want it to be slightly flared up, but not too flared up. I think 25 degrees would be too much of an up, because then you're gonna have too much of an up. Hey, look, I guessed before the options were presented. Okay, I guessed before the options were presented. I didn't have a number, right? But I think it's gonna be somewhere between the 15 and 20 degree mark, because I think 10 degrees, I think that's too little, right? You're too parallel to the ground, which you're gonna have too much speed. But I think it's quite aggressive, but not as aggressive as a 25. So I'm going to go with a 20. Okay, I'm going to go with the 20 degrees. That's option C. That's my guess, because it's aggressive, but not too aggressive. And that should maintain some lift while you're coming in for the landing. Now, I'm assuming that's for a standard operating procedure landing, not none of that weird shit landing where they're doing weird shit or trying to hook it onto a cable or something. I don't even know if the vegan has a cable latch for carry operations. I'm gonna go with the seat. I'm gonna go with the 20 degrees. That's my guess. Okay, well, what's the correct answer? What's the correct answer, Agnes? What's the correct answer? What is the manual? What is the guidebook? I'm arguing with this about you. I should be playing this game. We're just gonna have an argue. Give me the correct answer, you know? And give a page reference too. Fuck it, why not? Give me a goddamn page reference. Like, I wanna look it up later. Okay, so my initial answer of 17 degrees, not actually... That is incorrect. Griff the Griffin got that correct. So my answer of 17 degrees, not an insane answer, right? Oh, smack some shit, ignore that. I'm gonna say, like, I think, considering I picked that number basically arbitrarily, I think that was kind of close. Not an insane answer, right? It's not like I was like 90 degrees. Landed like a fucking lawn dart. Could you imagine, like, the angle of attack when landing is 180 degrees. Just point it backwards and run the jets. See if you land. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. That's why I had the menu open. God damn it. Oh, fucking hell. I completely forgot I was being attacked and I got murdered. Yeah, Griff, you're a winner. Let's see if I can... Does that work? I don't know if that works. It might not work. If it does work, it works. If it doesn't work, I mean, I don't know. Oh, right. I need to hop off to check the map, right? Like, that was the thing. Fuck, you got me all turned around. I have no idea what I'm doing. Where am I going? Right, to the ice cube. We're going to the ice cube. No. Faith is incredibly important. It's super important. It's the most valuable resource that there is on my channel that doesn't have any valuable resources.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
That's fair. You can just come back and be like, hey. God damn it. My face. Beating the snot out of me. Right, exactly. Like, that's always the issue. Like, there's always the adage of any landing you can walk away from. But I feel that maybe you want to walk away with the plane intact. Look, it's a colloquialism. Like, it's standard issue colloquialism. All right, let's park this around the front and get warmed up. Oh, this is still doing my head in. Yeah, it's not my snot. I buy special purpose snot from eBay. Where'd you come from? Alright, my sanity is gone. My sanity is bananas. But his existence is also bananas.
The door had been busted down violently.
Alright, let's get toasty.
And a burnt smell filled the air. Half of the cabin had been consumed by flames.
Yeah,
Carl
warm that bar.
surveyed the chaotic scene, noticing that someone appeared to have intended to use the furniture as bonfire fuel. Carl had no idea how such a mess could have occurred.
Because someone was trying to burn the place down.
Well.
Look, the guy still managed to nip me, so I can't deny that it was effective. You're planning on playing third birthday? Well, good luck.
Scratches did not stop Carl.
We're gonna keep that.
His mother would be so proud.
And we're gonna take some pictures of the fire. Get some nice wide angles. And we're gonna keep those pictures And then a nice picture of this ice cube. Does ice cube have footsteps? This ice cube does have footsteps. And the footsteps, where are the footsteps going? I think they're going this way? Maybe? Okay, so we found a ruin, and we want to take a path a little bit to the left and then to the right. Okay, so optimal range. Are we talking, like, are we talking with drop tanks? Because some players can equip drop tanks. Are we talking mid-air refueling, or are we talking about just? Are we talking about just like? If you fill it up to full, how far can it go? Well, how far does it have a range for? Because I'm thinking, right? The kit that sounds like it's probably like not a high spec aircraft. So I'm thinking its range is probably like 8 kilometers. Not going to be 10 kilometers. I think 10 kilometers is a little bit too far. Is this even the right direction? God, I hate this thing. Okay, look at the map. It should just be over there on the left, right? Somewhere. Oh, it's a laser-guided anti-tank missile. Okay, then I got no idea. I thought this was a jet thing. In that case, yeah, that's true. If you like, you use the word range, and the last question was about jets, and now I'm confused. I'm scared. I'm alone. I love how chat's running its own trivia. Okay, I'm gonna go with 8 kilometers still. I think 8 kilometers is still a good choice. Okay, I've missed the cabin. Fuck, okay. Alright, we're just gonna run back to the cabin. Like YOLO. Alright, we're looking for a cabin in the woods, ladies and gentlemen. Cabin in the woods. Anyone see a cabin in the woods? Alright, slightly this way. Okay, it says cabin. Alright, we found a cabin in the woods. This is what we were looking for.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Oh, chill out, bro. Like, we got the key for this.
Like this place was long deserted.
Okay, well, I'm wrong. I appreciate that. So 8 kilometers was not the correct answer. What is the range of an anti-tank, a laser-guided anti-tank missile? God damn it. Oh, goddamn, Actus, why you gotta break my heart like that? Why can't you just lie to me? Why can't you just lie to me and say I'm correct?
Just one more move for black to checkmate white.
Of course. More flares, though. Those are nice. Yeah, let's get this toasty. Put the camera away, please. Can we not? Okay, there we can start a fire. Gonna get nice and toasty in this little cabin. It does just look like it was just a random cabin, though. I'm not really sure of the advantage here. Right, yeah, no, I understand it's not optimal, and you specifically asked for the optimal range. I respect that. Like, you could potentially hit something at 8 kilometers, but realistically, you're not gonna fire it at 8 kilometers unless there's an extreme need to do so. Alright, we got nice and toasty. I wish I could take some of these raisins. I feel like they'd be useful for me. Okay, so Is there anything around here that we can take? Oh, we can take some wood. We will be taking some of that wood. Wood is an important resource in this game, as we've discovered by dying. We have a water trough out back, but the water is not frozen. And we have a need to take a picture of this. Keep that picture. Okay, right, back to reality. We found that. Where are we going now? Back to the snowmobile, I would imagine. Because we want to follow the track. Because we need to follow the track all the way up here and to the Hamilton residence, I think. I mean, it is true. The chance of hitting is exactly 50% all the time. Right, map out, please. Turn left. Oh, there's a snowmobile. We found it. That's exactly how chance works, Angus. 100%. I don't know why you would ever consider chance to not work like that. Oh, we've got an argument going on. Only 8 when fired from so it's 8 when fired from a helicopter, but 10 from a fixed wing aircraft. Though I think that's still, I think that saying it has an 8 kilometer optimal range would be the accurate answer to that, regardless, because that is the range under which there is no secondary consideration. Okay, so I think we want to travel up this way. I think. Okay, we've got some barricades up here. Can we get this way? Okay, we cannot travel this way because we've got tree branches, which is a concern because we actually have a huge stack of dynamite that I would have thought would have making that a non-issue. There is a wolf out there. Hello, Wolfie. We don't need to fight. We can just, surprise! 1 second. There we go, surprise. I surprised the wolf, it's fine. This Lee Enfield is like the worst Lee Enfield I've ever seen in a video game. Okay, so we need to go back on ourselves and hang a left. I think that's where we want to go. Also, driving a snowmobile has to be absolutely freezing because you've got no, like, real container protection against the wind. You got some wind deflection, sure, but no, like, actual container against the wind.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
That's fair. That's fair, Angus. Like, a consideration is finding enemies. And we all know that the Russians are good at making enemies, but not necessarily finding them. Oh, these were the two men. Okay. Time to take some pictures. We're gonna take some pictures of these guys.
2 more victims of this ice plague. Carl felt a chill down his spine. What if he was next?
We did already die to it, so I don't think there's too much risk of that. Now, we can't inspect these guys, which is interesting. And we already have a crowbar. The sanctuary. Oh, what?
Carl felt the strong pull above vision overcome him.
He sounds almost asleep. Is this... Oh, so the hunter actually killed this thing. Let us inspect. Okay, so we run forwards. Who is this? The young woman who died, who was shot by Hamilton.
It looked like a simple hunting accident.
Oh no. Welcome in, Jen.
There was Hamilton. Carl recognized him.
How can you recognize him when he's glowing that much?
A major hunting accident.
And then they buried the girl in a shallow grave. And that's what kicked all this off.
The doctor examined the young woman. But death couldn't be overturned. She was
shot through the neck. She's dead. By the way, Angus is giving us aviation trivia. So we're listening on that.
It was not the type of body you buried in a big ceremony in the village graveyard.
It's one you buried with shame, near a special project.
It had to be hidden. No one could know about this.
I don't know my knots very well, but I think it's 65 knots.
The best way to do that was
55 is too slow for a small aircraft like that.
Man bury the poor girl. Lamotte, the mechanic.
All right, Fried Jammin', hope you have a wonderful time. So...
The doctor denied the unfair death of the young woman, but Hamilton had him in his grips. Hamilton knew all of the poet's secrets and wouldn't hesitate to reveal them. I know all about your crimes, you little communist. You know mine. What a sordid affair.
Oh my God. That makes so much sense. I'm always wrong about everything. Thank you for that, Anctus. Thank you for confirming I'm wrong about everything I ever thought I knew.
Carl understood the ins and outs.
I'm not even gonna get one by chance.
A woman had been killed in an unfair accident, and a young warrior had damned himself to avenge her.
This is heartbreaking. Remove the bolt. I mean, that's the last step, right?
But Hamilton, the one responsible, had already been killed, and so the beast could not quench its thirst for vengeance. And now, recklessly, Carl had
I just made a terrible decision. We're about to finish the game, I think, Jin.
Who was but a young Cree man lost without his fiancée, and who had, out of hatred, become Wendigo.
Get a nice good picture of that. And, yeah, we'll be keeping that picture. Hello, I would like to not fight you. I don't think that's going to be an option. But I think we're going to have to put you down. Please don't hold your hand out like that. It creeps me out. Like, I can't do anything for you. I have to eliminate you. Oh God, I'm out of ammunition. And now we've got ice wolves. Ah, shit. Why did I pull the bolt out? Why was I such an idiot? Okay, so to give a quick summary, again, because you were hip. We've been going around Kona and uncovering a murder mystery, which it turns out was an accidental death followed by an absolute butchery, while somebody else tried to summon their Wendigo ancestor spirit because they wanted to deal with this situation. And because the person that was actually responsible for it is already dead, the Wendigo can't... Like, the Wendigo cannot slake its thirst for vengeance, which means that they are trapped forever in this state of being a monster. And I think maybe I have to kill them. But the guy, I just put 5 rounds in his head and it did nothing. So I think we're just beating the hell out of some ice wolves. Like, I always thought that Cessnas required, because they're a single-engine aircraft, I always thought they required a fair bit of headwind and such. But, like, because I know some of the Outback, like the planes they use for the Outback have, like, almost no takeoff requirements. Like, they're like, short takeoff and landing vehicles. Okay, we're here. Where do we go now? Are we just running? Are we meant to kill him? I mean, that's gotta be it. We just... Okay, if we get close, we get iced. Okay, so we probably need to run. Our sanity is low. Our health is low. Okay, we can't run this way. I feel like this is just about running. Also, I just want to point out, right? Everyone else that's gone through this shit took like 1 wolf to take them down. Us, we've taken like 10 wolves down, no problem. Oh, he's draining the heat out of us. That's a cool way to die. Okay, so clearly I've done something wrong here. I made a mistake. I've acted in error. So my objective is to run to the snowmobile, perhaps? I'm not sure what my goal here is. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, never mind. We're just running. Because we're on the other side of that sanctuary thing, so we just need to leave. So let us equip the gun. That's it. We're just leaving. Did I get a picture? I can take a picture of the wolf. And we get a picture of him. I'm gonna put that away. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with taking these pictures of these horrifying things, but I think it's because I want to be, like, I want to be the crazy guy who's, like, got the actual shit. Come on, take out the gun, please. Or the axe, that's fine too. Okay. Now we just need to run and kill all the wolves with 1 hit point. I actually genuinely don't think we can do it. Cool, that's 1 down. That's another 1 down. You just gotta keep running. No stopping. Good. Oh, that was really close to dying. Damn it. Okay, I can see this. Like, this is the closest thing we've got to a challenge in this game so far. Okay, so we'll take our picture and then we'll run away. Thank you for posing. It is now time to run. Okay, weapons, gun. Okay, now we just run. We just run. The snowmobile's on the other side. We run, we don't stop. We shoot wolves. Okay. I mean, what do you feel like? Yeah, just run. That's what you should do today. You should go for a nice run. Go for a jog. Get those legs muscles flexing. Then you should have lunch somewhere nice. That doesn't necessarily mean spend a load of money on it, but you know, somewhere that makes you happy. We are absolutely abusive to these wolves. Cool. I see you're one of these people that doesn't believe in running, Anctus. Which I respect. I have no legs. Is Craig being a bitch? I'm sorry, Summer Snow. I have 2 bullets left. One in that guy. Matt, which direction? Where the fuck am I? Okay, this direction. Right, but you believe in running in the way that, like, in the way that, like, Americans believe in God. Like, he exists, he's out there somewhere, but it's not for you. Sorry, I should say the English believe in God, I guess. Because Americans very much do believe in God. Okay, we can't go that way. I really, like, I would love to keep one of these wolves as a pet. They are so cool. I'm so sad that I have to kill them. Oh god, we're going through the exact same thing that he has done every other time. And we just removed the crossbow bolt from his chest. Yeah, exactly, Anxus. Exactly. You have plenty of evidence to support running. So I guess, you know, the whole simile that I made with God, completely irrelevant. You know, ignore it. Never mind it. I'm a poor quality discusser of things when I'm trying to run from wolves that are trying to murder me. You know? That's really my fault. Wait, who was in the car at the start? Like, that's the question. Wait, who are these people? Look, I don't have much time. Everyone gets one picture, and then we move on. We're just gonna have to take lots of pictures. Good. Look, I don't... If we're going through some stuff, right, I don't want to be in the situation where we get to the end of this, right, and we're like, hey, this crazy thing happened to me. But actually, like, it's do you have any evidence? No, I don't have any evidence. Like, none whatsoever. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We've escaped.
The narrow passage sheltered him, but for how long?
Oh god, he looks very spooked. Okay. Keep running. Exactly. I want to make sure that if I do die, then they're gonna be like, oh hey, yeah, you've got plenty of like that is completely a thing that happened to you. You're not crazy. Like you've got an entire book of evidence.
Complaining was not in Carl's nature. It would take more than light injuries to interrupt his investigation.
I think you got more to be concerned about than light injuries right now. You're literally running for your life from a Wendigo. We're now at a train station? Okay, can we break in somewhere? Okay, we have a light as well. Yes, that is true. He hasn't actually been able to speak yet. Alright, this isn't a train station, it's like a dock or something. Okay, we've got a generator. Oh, fuck. I guess down the pier? This is a terrible decision. Get in the boat. Come on, take the boat. Come on. Go. 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 Go! Fuck me. Oh, he's just standing. Oh, he's walking away.
When you disappeared, so did Purity. I would defend Purity against the winds, the tides, against ice and blizzard. Could it be that all this was but a story of justice and vengeance? the soulful doctor, avenging his fiancée's unjust death by avenging this young woman as though she was his lover. Are these passionate feelings not precisely the kind of feelings that could cause a storm, petrify people deep inside, create monsters?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kona. I rather enjoyed that. But I do think we have kind of just ended it. Like there isn't an explicit rendition of how we solved the Wendigo. I wonder if I made decisions or I didn't discover enough that meant that I have like a specific outcome. That's something I'm curious about. Like maybe this is like one ending and there's another ending to this game. That's what it feels like. Or maybe they intended for there to be another ending. Because I don't believe that I managed to discover all of the stuff about this game. But I did really enjoy the kind of stressful discovery of the entire place. Oh, there is only one ending to the game. Okay, great. Like, it does feel like there was intended to be another ending then, at some point. Because that doesn't feel like the complete ending. That feels like a flawed ending. Because what we've essentially done there is we've just released the Wendigo from its horrible, horrible thing to kill again. In pure rage. I don't know, with that in mind, it feels a little bit unsatisfying. I feel like the rest of the game felt really good. I liked the exploring. I liked working through stuff. But I will say that the ending feels a little bit unsatisfying. I almost would have preferred if we just made a decision to cut the Wendigo's head off or something. To silence it forever type thing. We better not get hit by another boat. Look, I have so many pictures to show you. Like, so many. Okay, so it was a Kickstarter project, which makes a bit of sense as to why the ending may feel a little bit kind of lost there. Because if it was Kickstarted, they would have had a lot of pressure to finish, and maybe they wouldn't have necessarily had the overall experience to know where it was going to end up. I like that game. I think if I'd have paid $40 for this game, I would have been very upset by this game. Like, by that ending, by its length overall. It was only like a 6-7 hour game. If I'd have paid $40 for this game, I would have been quite upset. But like, I don't know, like, I got this for free. As a free game, this was incredible. I loved this, right? I think as like a $10, $15 game, this could have been great fun. So I did see that there was a Kona 2 out there somewhere. No idea what that's about, but I did see it listed in places. And yeah, so Anctus, sometimes the story doesn't end happily, but I'm not necessarily after a happy ending here. It just felt a little bit unresolved. By unresolved, I mean we left. The monster is still out there. From the notes that we had, the monster was powerful enough to make the white man want to come and blow up the Native American populations, the Cree people in this case. So that does make me think, like, hey, there seems to be a bit of a missing story there, right? Like, how does that play out? And I wouldn't necessarily need much. Like maybe a little bit of an epilogue of the monster was never found again, or rumors of a monster in the area, or sometimes people go missing and nobody goes down there anymore because it's spooky. Like just that little bit of an epilogue to kind of close out the story as to what happened, as to why that outcome doesn't occur. Like I think that would be what I wanted. So in the end, it feels just a little bit unsatisfying. A little bit of, hey, you got all those pictures of a monster, so that's kind of fucked up. Maybe you show them off or nobody believes you or something. Or just rumors to stay away from the area after everyone got killed over there in a weird way. No, I recognize that. I recognize that. It is possible that I'm feeling what was intended, but that doesn't mean that I like it as a game. And that's how I'm presenting that value judgment, right? And as a game, I feel like I'd feel a lot better about it if I had just that little bit of resolution, and I don't feel resolved in that. I think that's the key aspect. It doesn't feel quite resolved. It feels close to being resolved, but it doesn't feel quite resolved. And that doesn't sit right with me, because it's like I read an entire book and they just cut the last chapter out. I'm like, what's left? But yeah, an epilogue. I think just a little epilogue would be great. That would have done it for me. I would have been content. Absolutely fair and reasonable, Angus. Right? Absolutely fair and reasonable. You're like, I can't say anything against that, right? I can only say from like my perspective. Do what must be done. Do we need to fight? Do I need to get angry at Anctus and be like, no, you're wrong? Oh, fuck. God damn it. Yeah, like I do prefer the feeling of things finished, but I respect the fact that Anctus is quite content to be refreshed by this. Regardless, one thing about Luigi, we're just discussing Kona, because we literally just finished Kona. Like, we just beat the game, and we were just discussing our feelings on it, and Anctus feels a bit differently to it than I do. And, you know, I feel like I would have liked just a little bit of a resolution on it. Anctus feels content without the resolution, because he likes the fact that it doesn't feel resolved, because it's refreshing, and it potentially leads to, you know, more of an artistic communication. But yeah, overall, absolutely fair, Angus. That is a good way to put it, I think. Then, but overall, I would say Kona is worth playing through. Like, I do think that I spent my time with this game and was happy to spend my time with this game. I feel like very often you can come into games and you can get to the end of a game and feel like, wow, I just kind of wasted my time, right? Because you didn't have fun, or because you dealt with some tedium in the game, because you wanted some satisfaction at the end of it. And then you never got that satisfaction. Whereas this actually felt very satisfying at each step. Like, the discovery of all the information felt satisfying. So I didn't necessarily need the resolution for it to be a good game. But I would have liked the resolution. And I think, to me, that would have made it a better game.